So let's have a look at the Steel playoff as well, where one game is not yet played. It should be played today because I believe that today is the. I believe today is the deadline. So the Pros and Thunderstruck are still left to play. I might be wrong about that. Let me just check the deadline quickly. 13th. So no, there's 2 more days actually. Thursday is the deadline. So they have until the 13th to play anyway. And let's have a look at what we got then. Easy mode, that's the last team of Nibanon, the Lizards. They've also gone through to the next round, so Nibanon's 3 teams are still in the playoffs even, which is pretty impressive. That is Nibanon, isn't it? I believe it's Nibanon. Yes, it is. And just another Steel team, Undo and his Dark Elves, fell in this round. The Vermin Vanquishers, which is the Dwarf team led by D-Man, I think, takes on Deadwood Orcs, Deadwood Orcs ICBBL, who was led by Huel, the Orc team, and unfortunately they have fallen to this horrible, horrible Dwarf team. The Elven Union, the Pros, led by, I believe, Turin, take on Thunderstruck, the Underworld team led by Fallen Glory. And Krill's ICBB Orcs, the Orc team led by Krill, managed to push away Kane's Pushers, the Dark Elf team led by Stitches. I think that's all right. If I misspoke there, then I'm very sorry. Hi, finally caught you round up live. Yeah, I'm at the end of it, but yes, you've caught a part of it. Hi, Gameslayer. How are you doing? So, let's have a look at what happened here then, starting with easy mode against just another Steel team. So we had 2 touchdowns to 1. The Croxagore got man of the match, and he actually leveled up. We have 9 armor breaks to 7 armor breaks, and 2 passes from the Dark Elf team as well, where Naha, the lineman, got MVP, and probably didn't level up, but I'll have a look when we get there. In terms of SPP, we picked up 11, 14, 17, and Dark Elves picked up 5, 10, 16. So 17 against 16 in terms of SPP. Let's have a look at the teams. So Lizardmen led by... Oh no, they won. We'll have a look at them in a second. Sorry. So the Undo's just another Steel team. I wouldn't be surprised if they retire, to be honest, because Undo plays pretty much every Steel season. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is the actual end of the team, but let's have a quick look. My notes say there was a level up, there were 2 MNGs and a minus armor value. So minus armor value was on, well, no, a Blitzer. That's a minus strength. I don't know why it says minus armor, but it's a minus strength, as you can see in the stats here. And a runner and a lineman took miss next game. So this guy's probably fired. I wouldn't be surprised. This team is probably retired, to be honest, but maybe Undo will surprise me and keep playing this team. And not even close got a level up. That's a sidestep on a Blitzer. So we'll see what happens in that regard. But that's the end of this Steel team. They finish looking like this. But we will see more of the Lizard team, easy mode. So let's have a slightly deeper look at them. Doing good, thanks. Need to get my ass on and get some post-season games in. Yeah, that's that sounds about right. I don't personally do the postseason stuff, but I know that a lot of coaches make the most of that, so best of luck in your postseason. Hopefully that all goes well. Nibanon then. So the Croxagore picked up Guard, which is a fairly standard level up, but he's had 2 really big level ups before with block and plus strength, so this is a very good looking Croxagore, led by Nibanon here. What else do I have on this team? Nothing. Sorry, my voice is going. So we do have the Skink with minus movement, who's not a huge deal, I guess, but that does suck a little bit. But this team is looking good for the rest of the rounds, so one last time I will say, you know, congratulations to Nibanon, who made it to all 3 playoffs, and all 3 of his teams are still alive in round 2, so that's really, really impressive. And I don't know what's going to happen with this Lizard team, because he's got 3 pretty good teams, and we'll see which 2 he continues, because he can only play 2. Well, and another Steel team, I guess, but we'll see if this Lizard team replaces I really doubt it's going to replace the Nurgle team, so it could potentially replace the what is the third team? The Dark Elf team. It could replace the Dark Elf team, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Dark Elf team continues. I suppose we'll see how the rest of the playoffs go. So, second match, the Dwarfs against the Orcs. 3 touchdowns to 2, which is a very surprising result for Dwarfs against Orcs, but there we go. 14 armor breaks against 4 armor breaks. That's a rough number for the Orcs. There was some fouling from the Dwarfs. No, there wasn't. Probably the what's it called? The Death Roller got sent off. That's probably the expulsion. Yeah, there may have been some fouling as well. And 2 passes for the Orcs. That's actually the most passes we've seen so far, and it came from the Orcs. So that I really like. Good job, Huel. I hope that one day you'll tell me how to say your name. So we'll start with the Orcs because it's easier. So that's 11 of 14 SPP on the Orcs, and that's 10-22 on the Dwarfs. 22 is a lot, Jesus. But okay, so 22 on the Dwarfs. And let's have a look at the Orcs first of all, and my notes. So there was a level up on Gorefang Bruisenose, and there was an MNG and a minus armor value on this team as well. So where's Bruisenose? There he is. Bruisenose is here. He picked up block. The MNG was on a blitzer. And there's... Wait, what? I said this is minus armor. There's no minus armor. Oh, so okay, what's this then? This is a miss next game. And is this a niggle and I just misread it? I don't think so. Nope, just 2 missed next games. I don't know where I got the minus armor value from then. Or maybe the minus armor value was fired? Ah, yeah, sorry, there were 2. Yeah, there were 2 MNGs, Grimnail and Gronick. So these 2, yes, and the minus armor value was fired, I guess. Because that was Luxus, and I cannot see this player in the team. So, I don't know what the minus armor value piece was. Let's have a quick look. Steel results. Dark Elves. No, not Dark Elves. Orcs. Not those Orcs. There, those Orcs. So... It was a Goblin. Minus armor value Goblin was fired. That's a pretty easy fire, so fair enough. So maybe this is a replacement Goblin? I guess so, because I think you only had the 1 Goblin. So, yeah, that's how this Orc team finishes their season. I think this is the only team that Huel has in the league, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this team next season. And D-Man goes on to the next round of his Dwarfs. D-Man and Dwarfs is a scary combination, but we'll have a look at them. What happened with the Orcs? Where are they? Where are they? So we got 2 level ups, anti-potato and no cage dive, and we had a niggle on kill the critters. So at least one of them was basically, I guess he was fired because he's not in the team. So kill the critters, the what was kill the critters? The blocker, just a lineman, was fired, but he did have a niggle. So at least Huel got one of them, though it was a rookie. And it looks like he's already been replaced. And who were the 2 level ups I mentioned? The 2 level ups were no cage dives and no potato. Yeah? Yeah. No cage dives. Picked up leader. My god. And the 2 runners leveled up. And anti-potato got tackle. So there we go. That's how the dwarf team is looking in round 2. And we'll have a look at who they're playing in just a moment. Hey Fallen, how are you doing? Good to see you. When's your game, Fallen, actually, when you're here? Because I know that game hasn't been played yet. Your game against Turin. And last game in this round then, because Fallen Glory and Turin haven't yet played. We had 1 touchdown against none, so the Orcs managed to win out in a pretty standard win against Dark Elves. 12 armor breaks against 3, and a pass on the Dark Elf team as well. Black Orc picked up man of the match and leveled up, and Feral picked up man of the match and leveled up. So let's have a look at those 2 teams. Oh, I forgot about the SPP, of course. Let's have a look at the SPP first. So that's 5, 10, 12, and 8. 12 for the Orcs and 8 for the Dark Elf team. All is well. 5:30. 5:30 today? You're playing today? Okay, Turin wants to reschedule. Okay. So, in theory, it sounds like we're playing at 5:30 in the evening today for this last round. Right, let's have a look at these two teams to finish off with then, and we will have a look at the pros and Thunderstruck as well, actually, but... Kane's Pushers, that's the one, Stitches. Kane's Pushers finish their Steel season looking like this, and let's just check my notes on Kane's Pushers. There was a level up on Feral, and Tabthan took an M- movement, so Tabthan was fired, I guess, because I can't see him, and Feral got dodge on his level up, so pretty standard work there for the most part. That's a very nice Witch Elf, though. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this team as well. I think Stitches does have at least one more team in the league, maybe. Maybe not, actually. Maybe this is Stitch's only team in the league as well, so I'd be very surprised if I don't see this team carry on as well. And they lost to, I'm confused now. Krull, that's who they lost to, yeah. So Krull's ICBBL Orcs go on to the this next round, sorry, with 3 level ups, apparently. 2 level ups, I guess. Lars and up-and-coming Seabros. Yeah, that's 2. So where's Lars? Lars is Lars the Brutal. He picked up plus strength. So we've got 2 plus strength Black Orcs. Oh dear. I'm pretty sure this is the only team for Krull as well, though, so I'd be surprised if this team doesn't continue now, definitely. And up-and-coming Seabros, who picked up Mighty Blow. So there we go. That's a very disturbing-looking Orc team suddenly. He's a huge favorite, but I haven't used one, so I'll give it a go. We're talking Fallen Glory and Turin there. Okay, then. Hey, Andy Davo's on this team. Just noticed. Alright, then. So the last matchup that hasn't been played yet, that's going to be played today, is Fallen Glory against Turin. I mean, the pros have had a pretty much flawless season. They've only lost the one game, and it was a game against Ogres, I think, which is, you know, an achievement. And the team is looking pretty good. They're at least missing a lineman, so there's going to be 1 loner on the team, but 2 lots of guard, which is difficult to deal with, and otherwise standard pro elf leveling mostly. Yeah, there's nothing too surprising here. I suppose the diving tackle is a little bit surprising, but it's not such a unusual pickup. And 2 guard is the only thing that's really surprising, and it's very difficult to deal with. And Fallen Glory's Underworld Thunderstruck. We're missing a Skaven Thrower. That's going to make things difficult. You're missing Leader as well. That's going to make things very difficult. 2 team rerolls. The Claw is not going to help at all this game. The Mighty Blow and Tackle might help though, and of course the Tentacles might help as well. But yeah, I can see why the Pro Elves are the favorite in this matchup for certain. But there we go. That's how that stands. That's going to be the last game that's going to be played in this round. So let's have a look at the next round as well, because most games are played. Okay, that doesn't help us. I believe it's these 2 winners against these 2 winners. I believe that's how it works. So in theory, we've got Vermin Vanquishers taking on easy mode, the Dwarfs against the Lizards, and whoever wins this game against Krill's Orcs. I believe that's how it works. Pro Elf Blitzers have armor value 8. That is true, I think. Yeah. So you can at least claw them. Okay, fair enough. Claw isn't useless. But it's mostly useless. So, you know, yeah, you can claw them, I guess, but still. It's not so useful against this team in general. And that's it for Steel. I've done it in less than an hour today. Wow. But it is playoffs, so that's not surprising. So let's just say the few things that I said at the beginning again, because now there's a slightly bigger crowd. So if you are looking for... If you do want to join ICBBL, Discord is in chat right now. That didn't work. Yes, it did. It's just slow. You can join ICBBL in the Discord there, and they are currently recruiting, and the recruitment page is... I need to find it again because I've used something since. Copy that. The recruitment page, if you are looking for a Blood Bowl group to join, they are currently recruiting on Steam, and the link is there. And shout out again to Beer Monkey and El Miko, though I'm not going to leave their links again. If you're watching on YouTube as well, all of these links will be put in the description below, including El Miko, Beer Monkey, Shay, Rawn, and probably Fallen Glory's YouTube if I remember, because I keep forgetting Fallen Glory's YouTube. Or maybe I don't. I keep forgetting Shay. No, I do. I always remember Fallen Glory, but I keep forgetting Shay, so I'll try and remember Shay this time around. Otherwise, that's it for this round's roundup, I think. So best of luck to all the teams in their final round if they're in the pyramid, or the second round if they're in bronze, sorry, and of course best of luck to Fallen Glory and Turin who are playing tonight, and everybody who makes it to the second round, but we'll have a look at how that all worked out next week. For now though, if you were here for the roundup specifically, thank you very much for hanging around, but I'm going to play a game now. Alright, Editor AD here at the end, as per usual. Thank you very much for watching this run through. They have been short this week as we're in playoffs, and that's the nature of the beast. They're not going to be very long. I'm actually not in any of the playoffs, and I haven't been playing in CCL because of server issues. I've given up on that battle, basically, so the clips that I'm going to run through at the end are just going to showcase some of the other things I do on this channel. If you're not interested in that, I fully understand. You can end the video now. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now. Did you forget your shoes? Or you were somewhere new again? Somewhere scary, then. Not like here. Fear is a relentless enemy. The most effective shield any soldier can brandish is courage. Lift that shield often, or it becomes too heavy to bear.